So I went out foraging today at my local historical society. They have some houses where they've apparently decided to use bamboo as a barrier fence between that and like the antique store next door. Except it's completely overgrown because, I mean, who's really gonna sit there and maintain that? So they just have a ton of bamboo, and I've gotten a ton of it. Like there's an entire basket full. There's a wealth, there's a plenty that is happening here. And I don't know about you, but Asians really enjoy having too much of everything. So the idea that there's an entire basket for just one person to figure out how to make like bamboo curry or some kind of a soup with this is really entertaining. I'm very entertained right now. And it's kind of like shucking corn. I will say that I got a few. One car drove by and they were probably like, what the heck is this chick doing? But you know what? You ignore those white people. You ignore those domesticated humans who literally have no idea what they're looking at or why you would be maintaining the property, because it's a public service at this point. For me, look at that. I got it pretty well cleaned off. This is very bendy, so we're gonna try cooking that later and see how that goes. It's not gonna look exactly like what you find in a store because they really try to make things uniform in the stores, but you know what? Oh yeah, that's edible. They're really more entertaining. So foraging, let's talk about that. You're gonna need to know, because even if you have a garden, you're gonna wanna have food on the go. You're gonna wanna be able to go to places that you don't really know about and have access to food no matter where you are. It also burns calories. You know, you're getting to know your area by getting to know the land around you and what its resources are. So go foraging. Dr. Meriwether's Foraging Texas. I highly recommend that you take a few classes, go read a few books, acquire a few books, and start including wild foraged foods into your diet, because not only are they more nutritious than whatever you're going to find in your garden anyways, it's also locally adapted. And even though this is not exactly locally adapted, it is locally adapted to the soil. So there's a serious level of like gut bacteria, gut biome health that's going to be increased just by eating things in your local area. Not to mention that, you know, gas prices are going up. The cost of food, like general cost of living, is going to go up. So you're not going to get to shop as much. And even though women really enjoy shopping, that whole instinct is really meant to be geared outdoors.